Welcome back to my series, Dance Mums Unedited. This is the series where I discuss production notes written by actual producers of Dance Mums. It shows us behind the scenes facts and information that we don't get to see in the episodes themselves. Today we're continuing with Season 5. As always, there will be a link in the description box below which will take you to a PDF of these notes so you can read through them in further detail. Because there was more to Season 5 Episode 2 than the producers cared to show. This episode's notes begin with emails between producers discussing the filming schedules for the first 2 episodes of Season 5. They include a reminder that the crew is not allowed to hang out with the cast. Right off the bat this week, Abby is served papers in her studio. Abby walks into a private rehearsal where Gianna is teaching and asks her to exit the studio. She goes to the studio entrance where she meets the mums and girls. She tells them to follow her and that she wants the mums to stand behind her as she leaves. Abby goes out into the parking lot and tells the mums that she wants Lifetime to get behind her and to make a statement. The producers suggest that maybe the editors can make it look like she wants a statement from the mums. The mums say that Paige's lawsuit might all be part of Christy's plan. Kira and Kalani are late to Pyramid this week. Melissa points out to Abby that it's a rule that the girls must attend classes on Mondays. Abby responds saying that she's not defending Kalani, but she already knew that Kalani had plans for that day. Kira and Kalani arrive and Abby becomes annoyed. She tells the group that Maddie would have won the highest scoring solo of the day had she danced last week. Abby tells Mackenzie that she took her contortionist role in the group dance and watered it down to basic acro. It's a really strange critique given that Gianna and Abby choreographed the part for her. During the previous week, Abby had been pleased with the dancer who beat Kalani. This was Chloe Smith, who eventually ended up on the Candy Apples team. She reveals that Chloe wants to dance with the ALDC. When it is revealed that they will be going to Detroit, Michigan, Abby insists that the mums should refer to Jeanette as the stalker. She claims that Jeanette is a friend of the owner of the particular competition they're going to, Energy. Then both Maddie and Kalani are assigned competing solos. The group rehearsal begins and Abby reveals that the routine is based on Orange is the New Black. Abby notices that Mackenzie is wearing 2-piece dancewear and points it out. Mackenzie comes upstairs crying because Abby is criticising her posture again and demanding that she change into a leotard. Melissa takes Kenzie into the bathroom to pull herself together and to change. The bonus scene for this episode where the girls are assigned prison characters makes it seem like Mackenzie was grumpy and bratty for no reason. However, now we know that Abby was critiquing her stomach and her posture and it had made her deeply upset. When assigning prisoner roles, Abby refers to Kalani's character in the group as cross-raced. The issue here is that when you watch the bonus scene, you hear her say that Kalani's character is down with the hood. The day finishes with Holly and Kira having their fight. The following day, the girls show up for their photo shoot, looking natural as per Abby's request. She instructs the mums to put concealer on Kalani and Kendall. Abby and Jill argue about who is responsible for capturing the personality of the girls in the pictures. Abby threatens to only give Kendall 5 images if Jill speaks out again. Abby continues to critique the girls' appearances, saying that it looks like Kalani's been up all night, and claiming that the kids are pale and pasty. Then she starts talking about the roles that she feels each girl should audition for. She thinks Kendall should go for roles such as the mean girl, the tomboy, and the clueless ditzy girl. She thinks that Kalani should book roles for exotic-looking girls, mean girls, dingbats, popular girls, foreign girls, and gymnasts, saying that she's, quote, kind of sexy. She says that Maddie should get roles as the leading lady, like Jodie Foster, but also as the abused kid, the Girl Scout leader, and rags to riches roles. She says that Nia could be Maddie's sidekick, a second-in-command role, an orphan, homeless, different ethnicities, a tough girl, or the bully. She wants Mackenzie to go for the brat, a Nickelodeon or Disney star, a pop star, a sidekick, the little sister, or a smart aleck. After reading this, there's no possible way to deny that Abby stereotypes her students. And it's devastating to see how many racist microaggressions there are here. Abby walks Mackenzie through her photo shoot. She then begins with Kendall, but sends her away to change her hair. She is about to work with Nia when a producer informs her that they don't have much time left in Studio B. Abby tells the producer to, quote, take it from here. The show made it seem like Abby was ditching some of the girls because she didn't care, but really she was fed up with the producers because they didn't have enough time. At the front desk, Abby calls her attorney. She rants to the executive producer about the small amount of allotted time for the headshots, and expresses her frustration that Girl Party was cut from a reunion episode. She says that unless she is reimbursed for the money she has billed for the lawsuit, she will be finished. She is also angry that Todrick Hall was able to use the Dance Mums name to promote his music video with the girls. She says that someone else gave him permission to do so. Abby becomes so frustrated, she wants a producer to have her removed from the photo shoot room. The producer calms her down enough for her to re-enter the room and finish the shoot. By this point, Nia has finished her shoot, and Kendall has another turn. Once Kendall is finished, Abby asks Nia to go back into the chair to take more pictures. Then Maddie shoots her photos, and Kalani finally gets her turn right at the end. This scene was much different from how it seemed in the episode, but one thing that does seem real was Abby telling the photographer that Kalani, Maddie and Mackenzie were the only ones to worry about, because they were the only ones who would get jobs. Back in rehearsals, Abby says that Kalani's character is cross-gendered and confused, insinuating that she's a woman dressed as a man dressed as a woman. Holly doesn't think that the number will be a crowd favourite. Holly tells the mums that she is reluctant to have Abby manage Nia's opportunities in LA, especially if she's envisioning roles for Nia such as a bully or an orphan. The mums discuss the situation of Abby sabotaging Chloe's solo last season. They say that they heard Francisco Thurston was fired for revealing the truth about Abby trying to sway the judges. The notes claim that the mums catch wind of Abby's comment to the photographer, which is probably code for the producers telling them what Abby said. Melissa finds a video online of Christy and Francisco talking about Abby at the reunion show. They blame production for the leaked footage. The mums tell Abby, who leaves and takes off her microphone. They soon find out that the clip came from the UK version of the episode. She is upset, claiming that the production team had all this controversial footage of Christy that they refused to release. The next day, Abby tells the mums that she is on high alert because she has to walk into a competition that is owned by someone she despises. Do you think that she felt the same way back in season 2 when she won their national competition? The last time they attended Energy was the judge bribing situation. The girls try on baggy orange jumpsuits, which they find difficult to dance in. Abby gets on the phone to try and order some different costumes. Kira declares that she will march downstairs and tell Abby to get it together and let the girls rehearse. But when she enters the room, she instead asks Abby how she can help. The mums know that Kira has not yet signed Abby's contract and compare it to last season, when so much of Christy's drama came as a result of her not signing a contract with Abby. Holly thinks that Abby wants Maddie to beat Kalani this week, especially since Maddie's solo, The Judgment, is based on Abby's legal woes. It is also noted this week that Maddie and Kalani are competing in different age divisions, although they will be competing for overall awards. On the bus to the competition, Abby reveals that they will be taking new headshots the following week. Over at Broadway Dance Academy, Jeanette reveals that their group dance is in honour of ALS. She says that Abby must have a problem with tall blondes, since Chloe, Paige and Ava were all kicked off her team. When the two teams meet at the competition, Jeanette calls Abby out for a social media post in which she questions the integrity of BDA and Energy. The picture was an image of Jeanette with the competition owner and other Energy employees. Abby claims that if Ava beats Kalani or Maddie, the competition is rigged. In the green room, all chaos breaks loose when Abby gets Kendall to walk in as though she was walking into an audition. Since she doesn't introduce herself or shake Abby's hand, Abby believes she failed. Jill accuses Abby of putting Kendall on the spot, and Holly jumps into the argument. Kendall turns to her phone to zone out of the argument, and Abby compares her to Brooke. Jill asks why Abby is doing all of this, and Abby calls Jill a bad mother. Holly calls out Abby for her comment to the photographer, and Abby denies it. Abby declares that Nia can stay home and not go to LA. Holly points out that she has declined opportunities for Nia in order to stay loyal to the team, and Abby says that she must be jealous of Maddie. Later, as Kalani runs her number, Abby yells at Mackenzie for not watching her, saying that she must pay attention until her legs and feet look like Kalani's. Melissa makes an excuse for Kenzie. Jill becomes mad that Abby didn't yell at Melissa for defending Kenzie, and Abby turns to Kendall and Nia, who have just turned to walk out of the door. Abby screams at Kendall not to walk away when she is talking to her, saying that if she touches the door, she's done. She says Nia and Kendall are disrespectful, and Nia tells her that they weren't trying to disrespect anyone. Holly tells Abby that she will not let her go after her just because she has knocked so many others off the team. Abby stays backstage with her soloists because she says she doesn't trust the competition owner. Abby apparently was gesturing at production backstage to get things moving, not at Ava. Abby does say, however, that Ava's mother is stupid because she has no headpiece for her solo. When she sees Ava's side aerial in her solo, she declares that she taught her that move. Back in the hallway, Jeanette accuses Abby of yelling at Ava backstage. Gina, the competition owner, threatens to disqualify the ALDC because of Abby's social media post. She confronts Abby in the dressing room, and Abby mentions that Jeanette falsely accused her of yelling at Ava. Gina tells her that she should never go backstage when other teams are present, and Abby says that she can't talk to her like that because she has been teaching for 33 years. The girls try to defend Abby, and Gina says that the peanut gallery needs to be quiet. Jeanette re-enters with her assistant, who explains that they thought Abby was making fun of Ava's arms backstage. Nia maturely apologises for the confusion. As they run their group dance, Abby phones a friend to have them prove that she tries to book jobs for Nia and Kendall. After awards, Kira is shocked that Ava beat Kalani in the overalls. Abby hints that it's the judge's fault. She tells the girls to double their classes so that they have a better chance of getting work in LA. The week ends with Kira asking Kalani if she's sure this is where she wants to be, and Kalani says yes. And with that, we've reached the end of episode 2. Were you just as shocked as I was to hear the truth about the headshot situation, all the stereotyping and the energy drama? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.